Welcome back, everyone. Yes, that's right. It's the November 2018 Business Forum here. Thanks again for RJ Murdoch from EmeraldCoastTV.com filming it today. We had a great interview with Venture, and now we're chatting with Rachel from Wyndham Vacation ResortQuest by Wyndham Vacation Rental. Rachel, it's exciting to have you.
Hi, I'm excited to be here.
It's fun. You know, I haven't really got to know you that well because you're new to ResortQuest.
I am. I just started in May, so it seems like it's been a very short amount of time, but also a long time.
Fun people. You got Melissa you're working with.
Yes.
And Joyce is down the hall and group sales, and you have all those. So it's Wyndham, ResortQuest. I keep merging the two of them. It's such a fun company.
Yes, it is actually a very, very fun company.
And let's talk about yourself before so people know about you. How did you get this cool gig? What did you do?
I am from Niceville originally, so a Panhandle girl, and I went to UF, go Gators, and stayed in Gainesville for a couple of years post-grad, and then was looking to get back to the beach, back close to my family, so interviewed with Melissa for the ResortQuest job, and we hit it off really well. I really wanted the job, and I got it, and have been happy ever since.
And here you are. I know. This has really got to be a really cool thing because it's just fun promoting. I mean, it's hard work, mind you, but it's fun promoting ResortQuest in Northwest Florida.
Yes, it's very easy to convince people that they need to go on vacation. So they make my job easy, but really fun and really rewarding at the same time.
And so your title is Marketing Manager of what's your geographic boundaries?
So we cover with ResortQuest from Panama City Beach through to Gulf Shores and also Orlando. But for my job specifically, I am covering everything Destin west to Perdido Key.
There we go. And how many units now does ResortQuest have in that range?
So in Northwest Florida, we're looking at over 2,500 units.
Wow.
Yep.
You know, I'm very familiar with ResortQuest. I actually used to work for them many years ago. Very fun company. They're the largest in Northwest Florida, I'm certain, by far.
Yes, for sure.
And then Wyndham Vacation Rentals, we were talking briefly about that, a large mega hospitality company.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so we have been in the Wyndham family since about 2010, but ResortQuest has been around in different iterations for more than 40 years. So it's great to be able to be such a big part of our community and get people down here, as well as on the real estate side we're working. We work with homeowners associations, all that kind of stuff, property management. So a big part of, I feel like,
many layers. So many people just know the vacation rental part, but of course the real estate with Carmela Bell, who's the broker, who's delightful, and then the property management you talked about, homeowners. So it's an all-inclusive vacation, kind of everything you need to take care of it.
Yep. So if you come down on vacation, love it down here, want to get a second home, you can purchase it through us, and then if you need somebody to management, we're right there with you from beginning to end.
Exactly. So what are some of the fun things that you've done? You know, we have the RJ's going to put the new a website up there. I hadn't seen that, the WVRNWFL.com, which is cool. I haven't been on there in a while. But what's some of the funnest part about the job and marketing that?
I would say definitely all of the community events that we get to do. We sponsor a lot of different stuff. I actually saw RJ this weekend. We were a part of a celebrity golf tournament in South Walton, so I got to volunteer for that. And then just getting to go to all the different types of event, meeting tons of different people that even through the chamber, everything like that. So I would say the event side of it is really just a great time.
It is fun. It is fun. And the golf tournaments are fun. And we're going to talk about the Winter Guest Fest coming up in just a second. But have you been impressed in referencing how really involved ResortQuest is? I mean, the employees are getting involved and all that kind of stuff.
It's amazing, honestly, to see it. And in marketing, we get to see it a lot more, I feel like, than some of the other facets of the business. But we have so many employees who are so passionate about tons of projects like the Heart Walk, making strides for breast cancer, all that kind of stuff. So all the employees really support them too. We have different raffles and people are donating money. So it's nice to see that even though Wyndham itself is a global company and we are marketing to people nationwide, it really is a local company. Our call center is right here. We're supporting the local community. So that's been a really rewarding part of the job.
It has been fun. And you know what I'm excited about, because you're just new to it certainly, but many employees have been there. Joyce, I think, has been there 20 years in group sales. And then you have Delanne and Reservations and Marcel and a lot of the folks there. I mean, they've been there a long time. It's a great company to work for.
It is. And I honestly see why people stay for a long time. We have Andy in our mailroom who works really closely with marketing, who's been there for 37 years. So it's nice to come into a company and be a new person and see, okay, I could be here for a while because these people stay for a long time.
Now, Andy would like to remind everyone that he started when he was 8 years old.
Yes.
It was an intern program as a young child. But Andy, I know Andy from my days there. And so a nice shout out to Andy. Yes. A shout out in the marketing promotion today. But let's chat about the one of the things you're doing with the chamber. and that's something that we've done for at least 10 years now, and that is ResortQuest sponsoring the Winter Guest Fest.
Yes.
You've not been to it yet.
I have not been to it, but I'm looking forward to it because we're excited. Since it's a snowbird event, we're excited that snowbirds are starting to come down, and they really are a part of our ResortQuest family. Absolutely. They come here for a long time, and a lot of our property managers and people who work the front desk, they know year after year this family is coming or this couple, so we get to know them really well. And Winter Guest Fest is something I feel like that we help out, that they get to experience year after year. It's a big expo. We've actually been the title sponsor for 11 years.
It's been 11,
I think.
Okay.
So 11 years, it'll be 12 next year, 2007. So just kind of getting the word out about ResortQuest to them, or just any kind of things that they can get involved in the community while they're here. I
remember when we came up with it, it was ResortQuest Winter Guest Fest. We thought it was real clever with that rhyme. Yeah. We needed kind of a gator to come up and give us a more creative component. Okay. So what have you heard from Melissa and the others about the event itself? It's 4 hours or 5 hours there at the Emerald Coast Convention Center. How have they described it to you? So
it seems like something that I actually would love, because there's something about having a ton of vendors with booths with free giveaways and samples of things. I live for that and always have. So it's definitely my kind of event. If I can go to something and walk away with 1,000 business cards and flyers and samples of things, then I am a happy woman. So that's what it seems to be. Our local vendors coming out and giving samples and everything. Yeah, it exactly is that. Some people would call it trick-or-treating for snowbirds. Yes. They will line up early on in the morning and spend a couple of hours doing exactly that. There's food samples, and ResortQuest is always right inside the door, so you'll be there with Melissa and whoever else you guys, hook up there to do it, and you'll hand them a bag, their trick-or-treat bag. Yes. And they'll go up and down. But it really is, they enjoy it because of exactly what you said. We do it early enough in January where they are still settling in. They don't know where they want to take side trips. They don't know what restaurants to go to, et cetera. Yeah. And those folks truly do feel like, and they truly are, this is their second community that they enjoy. So it's really exciting too, I think, because like I said, this is their community, but it gives them the opportunity to see something new. And then I know the convention center is actually going through some renovations too, so that will be a little bit exciting. If people have been to Winter Guest Fest in the past, then they'll get to see those new renovations. But we are constantly having new businesses open, and to give them an opportunity to get the support from a community that necessarily isn't here during the summer when it's really busy, but during a time when things are slower, I'm glad that we are giving them that opportunity. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing, and it's so crazy because the weather fluctuates, as you know, having grown up here. January and February, sometimes it could be 60 or 70, and sometimes it could be 30. Yes. And there have been times where people have walked into the chamber and they said, hey, it's warmer in Anchorage, Alaska than it is here in Fort Walton Beach today. So that will be interesting. It will be very interesting. Hopefully, fingers crossed on my side, that I hope it's more of a 60, 70 type January. But if it is cold, there are plenty of things to do here still, even whenever the weather isn't necessarily what you want it to be. There's so much more, I feel like, to this area than the beach, and sometimes people don't really realize it, but we have a ton of really awesome businesses and places to go where you can stay warm, you can maybe get a drink, and that'll keep you warm. So absolutely, they do. You're 3 months, some of them 3-4 months. They come down here. They get their mail delivered and their local newspaper, etc. So it's a wonderful thing, and we're honored to have ResortQuest once again sponsoring the Winter Guest Fest there in mid-January. It's actually coming right after the renovation. So it's January 17th is the predicted date, and then it runs from 8 to 12. It's only $2 to go. Even if I wasn't a sponsor who was going to sneak in the door that way, I would pay those $2 to go to this event. You're going to love it. You have to get there real early to see the other vendors, because you are going to be nonstop. I can't wait to see you there, because it is going to be nonstop. Snowbirds pouring through. I want to see you about 1 o'clock that day. You'll see me probably the entire time going to all of the vendors with the snowbirds versus sitting at my booth. So if anybody's jostled by me, I'm so sorry, but I want the samples too. Well, that's
It's going to be a fun time. We're honored January 17th. And again, if you're any chamber members out there, any businesses, contact the chamber. ResortQuest certainly has a great booth. But if you want to, if the snowbirds is your market, you still have time to sign up for this wonderful tradition that we've had. We've actually had it for about 20 some odd years now, and ResortQuest is sponsored for 11 years. So what else with ResortQuest? What other fun stuff are we going to chat about?
So we have a lot of events and things that we're sponsoring. I know that the Nutcracker Ballet is coming up through Northwest Florida Ballet. They're actually right across the street from where we are now. And that performance is going to be in Destin, but they... we are a big sponsor of the ballet. We love supporting the arts, especially in this area. We've tried to do a lot of that recently, and I love the Nutcracker. Who doesn't love the Nutcracker as a holiday show? So that's the weekend of November 16th.
Nice.
So they have, I think, 3 performances that they're doing over there, and then we're just ready for people to come down and see what it's like here in the winter time, because like you said, there are a lot of opportunities for it to be beautiful weather. Like today, it is 70s and gorgeous outside, and exactly what I need in my life after a very warm summer. But yeah, we're just ready to see all of our winter guests.
Well, I can see why Melissa hired you. You're fabulous. You're doing a great job of promoting the marketing department over there. We've honored, and look how wonderful it is outside here today here at the studio. So we've been honored to have Rachel here from ResortQuest, a vacation. Wyndham Vacation Rental property. Is that what it is?
It's I guess, a company through.
We just call it ResortQuest here in town. And but it's a wonderful company. We're honored to have you. Tell everyone back at the office that we said hello. And folks, what a great time we've had here today. RJ is going to put some great additional videos on what's happening in the chamber. So stay tuned to see. To sign up for that Winter Guest Fest in January. Thank you again. And thanks to RJ Murdoch for his wonderful filming of our show here today. That's the November 2018 Business Forum. And stay tuned. I think he's going to drop in some cool highlights from the Chamber show. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you all next month.